Sarasin. I'm president of the U.S. Capitol Historical Society, and welcome to this special occasion that we pay tribute to the new members of the 114th Congress as they take their places in history. The U.S. Capitol is richer in history than any single site in America, and the mission of our Historical Society is to relate the lessons of the past through the history of this very enduring building. I had the privilege of being a new member of the House in the 93rd Congress. For 3 terms, I represented the people of the 5th District of Connecticut before I left to run unsuccessfully for governor of my state. And every 2 years, when a new Congress convenes, I'm reminded of the sense of energy and purpose that comes with being a member of this great institution. I imagine our honored guests are feeling the same way tonight. As a member of Congress in the 1970s, after a difficult vote or a very contentious debate, I would walk through the Capitol at night and try to soak up the history emanating from these walls. I felt reassured knowing that this building had endured over 2 centuries of change and that we have emerged stronger as a nation because of it. Nearly 40 years later, the Capitol still has the power to touch me to my core. The poet Walt Whitman recorded a similar feeling in his diaries during the early years of the Civil War. Tonight, he said, I've been wandering a while in the Capitol, which is all lit up. The illuminated rotunda looks fine. I like to stand aside and look a long, long while up at the dome. It comforts me somehow. Whitman witnessed the Capitol's conversion into a barracks for 3,000 soldiers, into a bakery that supplied bread for the troops, and into an emergency hospital where Whitman himself comforted sick and dying soldiers in the company of nurses such as Dorothea Dix and Clara Barton. He observed the construction of the cast iron dome, which has become a symbol for America and democracy, and it's probably the most recognized building and structure in the world. One of my favorite activities is taking people on tours of this Capitol and sharing the incredible building and its history. And for each new member, this must be an exciting, challenging time. We'd like to record your personal perspectives, and after the program, we invite you to take your first impressions on our For the Record interview, which is located beside the Historical Society information table. As our name implies, the Society is passionate about the history of Congress from the beginning in 1789 to the present day. Tonight, our focus is on the contemporary history of the 13 new senators and 62 new representatives who have just joined the 114th Congress. This Congress has already made history. This year's class is the most diverse to date. They're not only diverse in gender, race, and ethnicity, the new members bring a diversity of experience gained from careers that include firefighter, police officer, doctor, dentist, and homemaker, whitewater rafter, pharmacist, and truck driver. We have a pastor, a CIA agent, and a university president, as well as executives from for-profit and non-profit organizations. There are 2 women combat veterans, and 1 man who owned a beauty shop, and a few more lawyers. The new members may only have a couple of months' experience, but collectively they have life experiences around the world of more than 2,800 years. Their experiences are global. We have new members born in Guatemala, Italy, and Taiwan, and 1 new member who boasts of being a 9th generation Arkansan. So it's indeed an honor to recognize the accomplishments of the new members and the talents and wisdom of those who are continuing their service. The commonality and diversity of Congress is what have kept our democracy on track for more than 2 centuries. Sometimes it's a bumpy ride, but it works, and it's never dull. A distinguished leader from the House is here this evening to add words of welcome and advice. At this time, it's an honor to present the Secretary of the Republican Conference, the Honorable Virginia Fox of the 5th District of North Carolina. Madam Secretary.